Did you hear the funny joke about the life coach slash author who called in a marketing consultant and said I need a brochure? Ha ha ha. Hilarious, right? You don't think that's very funny? Okay, let me explain. So business is down. This entrepreneur decides she needs a brochure to bring in more business and calls in a marketing consultant to write it, have it designed, printed and mailed. And they do it, right? Absolutely hilarious. LMAO. What? You still don't get it? Why on earth would the patient be telling the doctor what he slash she needs? A kidney transplant is very expensive, intrusive and life-threatening. It's the solution to a pretty bleak problem. And by what means did the patient ever come to that solution? Can you see how ridiculous it is now? A marketing consultant is a business advisor in a very similar context. So, why would this entrepreneur, whose expertise is coaching business executives, and knew she needed someone with marketing expertise, be telling the marketing consultant exactly what she needed? Is she a control freak? No at all. Okay, the joke's not so funny when I have to explain it. Unfortunately, this is a daily occurrence in many businesses. And the sad part is, most of the marketing consultants and marketing agencies will do the project rather than talk themselves out of a job. Talk themselves out of a job. I know, more explaining is still needed. A marketing consultant will make a bigger fee creating the brochure, which by the way, will probably look very professional, and the coach will love it, rather than taking the time to explain a few basic principles. A basic principle like this, chances are most business-to-business companies, B2B's businesses that market to other businesses, have customer makeups consisting of a few larger clients that probably represent something like 80% of their income. Inversely, they have a longer list that probably represents only 20% of their business income. It's the classic 80-20 rule or Pareto's principle, which is a statistical probability, like a bell curve, like a carpet, where 80% of the traffic wear is only on 20% of the carpet. If instead, the marketing consultant were to ask questions about why and who and what for, they would more than likely soon find out this entrepreneur, like so many others, has a client makeup very similar to that 80-20 rule. What a surprise. They may also find that this entrepreneur doesn't really want more of those lower tier, less profitable and time-consuming clients, but would actually be pleased to get just one or two more very good clients, just like her current best clients. So if in fact, she really only needed one or two more really good clients, why would she self-prescribe herself a brochure? It's because she doesn't know the right questions to ask. Besides, everyone needs a brochure, right? Wrong. I call this process ready, fire, aim, because entrepreneurs like this, who do everything themselves, just fire something off without knowing how to aim. Actually, in this case, it's more like fire, fire, fire. And guess what they're always doing? Right. Putting out fires. And who helps you put out fires? A fireman. This particular entrepreneur was all ready to spend several $1,000s to design, write, photograph and print up a bunch of brochures and mail them to anyone and everyone, when she could spend a fraction of that amount and find a few new higher quality accounts with profiles very similar to her best existing clients. I have seen this happen so many times before. If you were the consultant, what would you? Take the project, collect a few $1,000 fee, and have another nice product sample? Or would you explain to her how she could actually do a better job herself if she only had some better information? And talk yourself out of that job. Perhaps a trusted advisor position will last much longer, however. So, what's the answer? Think differently. Why would someone tell a consultant what they need and not a doctor? Simple. Because the doctor would not let that happen. And neither would an ethical marketing consultant. First of all, like a doctor, a relationship needs to be developed and trust established. The doctor makes his/her income by building a practice, by having a fairly large number of regular patients that he/she cares for over a long period of time. The only way for the business coach to move ahead is to develop a longer term marketing strategy. A single isolated tactic, like creating a brochure, is not only an ill-advised tactic, but simply a band-aid, not a strategy. The coach's symptoms of needing more business are the effects of a bigger problem. The doc would be asking, how did this happen? Or when did you start noticing the symptoms? The first things to determine are, what is the history, and what was the cause? There could be a whole host of issues that caused her need for more business. My point is, you have to ask many more questions, and get much more history. Only then will the consultant begin to see the bigger picture, and recognize the events that caused her practice to be in the position of needing more business. The marketing consultant, like a doctor, has a lot of experience, a bag full of remedies, and an entire industry to draw from. He/she can easily spot where there's a problem, and has the background and analytical skills to ask the right questions to isolate causes. The professional marketing consultant stays on top of their field by reading and constantly learning about the latest techniques, best practices, case histories, and trends. As with each new discovery, the information combined with their previous background knowledge and experience creates a much deeper understanding of the newest material that they can assimilate into their current mix of clients. So next time you are ready to dial 911 to react to a situation that involves getting more clients, getting clients to spend more on each purchase, or trying to get them to come back more often, who you gonna call? Are you looking for a fireman to put out a fire, or do you need a doctor? I mean, a professional marketing consultant. Don't wait until there's a problem. Make an appointment now for a complete physical checkup. Get a health plan. Develop a strategy. You'll be glad you did. Not only could you save yourself a lot of time, aggravation, and money, you could be making more money a lot sooner. Remember the profound words of Henry Ford. So do something different. Start asking better questions. Professional consultants don't cost you money. Their job is to help you make more money.